This week on the bench, I'm going to tie you up the brown carpet caddis. We named it the carpet caddis because the Z-Lon or Antron we use to tie the fly is what they make carpet from. So make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we'll use a 2x fine, size 14 dry, some 8/0 olive dun thread to tie with, some olive brown Z-Lon for the tail, some olive brown Antron dubbing for the body, some olive brown Z-Lon again for the wing, and a tiny brown hackle for the hackle. To start the fly off, I've tied my thread in and gone to the bend on the hook. I'm going to take a little bit of my Z-Lon, and again, I only want this a fairly short little tail on it, probably 1/4 of an inch long, and then we're just going to tie it in. The next step in the fly is very important. You want this body to be quite thin. So what I'm going to do is take some olive brown Antron, and I'm going to dub it onto my thread, and I just want a very fine amount of dubbing on this thread. And then we're going to wrap it forward, and as we wrap it forward on the hook, we're going to go over it with our thread, and this will keep packing that dubbing down and make the body look very thin. Now it's very important when you're tying in the wing to actually build it up, and how we're going to do this is take one clump of Z-Lon and tie it in, and don't worry about the length at this point, just tie in one clump, and then take another piece and tie it in, and by the time we're finished we'll have 3 pieces of Z-Lon built around to form the wing. So one on one edge, one kind of up the middle of the fly, and one on the other edge. Once we have the 3 clumps of Z-Lon tied in for the wing, we're going to trim it to the right size. And again, I usually pull it back just so it's about to the back of the body. So not much further, not at the length of the tail, just to the back of the body. And cut off your Z-Lon there. Another key to this fly is keeping your legs or the hackle very small. I only take 2 wraps, and I want to keep it really small. So what I mean by small is select a hackle that is half the size of what the hook shank is. It should be very, very small. You only want a couple of little feet, or a couple of little legs right off the front of this fly. So I'm only taking 2 turns with my hackle, and that's it, then tying off. Now I'm just going to finish off the head, finish up that fly, and cut off your thread. Now the big thing to remember about this brown carpet caddis is small. You want a nice thin body, a small little tail, and especially the hackle. Only 1 or 2 wraps of hackle, and that's it.